Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the hashtag SCUF40K here in Dallas, Texas. Courage, joined by a new casting face here. You've been in the scene for a while. Air Landon at Mr. Rostermania on Twitter. Landon, how you enjoying the event so far?
Oh, it's been great. It's been great. Had a really good time so far. This is actually my first UMG event, but it's looked great. From what I've heard, everything from the land setting at least has been phenomenal. So
the venue's been absolutely awesome and great matches throughout the day as well as yesterday. We're still breaking down pool play. Our next match is Faze versus Rise, starting in just a couple minutes. The players are now beginning to join the lobby, but prior to getting the match started, want to give a big shout out to our sponsors. Obviously, this event would not be possible without them. Let's run down the list. G Fuel, check out their new mystery flavor. I haven't had it yet. You can use the code UMG for, I believe, 30% off. Have you gotten the chance to try it?
I have not, but from what I've heard, it's amazing. So
yeah.
I have to try it out. There's a booth over there. I might have to, after this match, get fueled up a little bit.
Hop on over there to say the least. Also, check out Operation Supply Drop. There's a charity raffle going on inside the venue. I believe that's going down tomorrow. Also, anyone who donates online gets a double XP pack. SCUF, what we're using up here on stage, and obviously the Control Freaks. Check out the SCUF Infinity 1 controller and Control Freaks. The Control Freak Man of the Match is going on all weekend long. Be sure to use the hashtag KFMVP for your chance to win Control Freaks online Pro Kits. Or I think it's KFMVP. I'm pretty sure. We'll get the official wording. Pro Kits, the new official UMG backpack. Check that out as well. Absolutely sick. I was checking out their setup earlier on in the day here. BenQ. We're using those fantastic monitors here. Use the codes online for a nice discount. And also there's the Twitter giveaway going on. All you have to do is retweet the tweet from UMG and follow BenQ on Twitter. Also, all the music done by Damn Son. It's been absolutely awesome. I've been jamming in the booth. I don't know about you.
Oh yeah, I've been getting my groove down.
I've been dancing around a little bit. But game we're going to be seeing here: Faze versus Rise. Landon, your predictions here. What maps are we going to be seeing?
Maps. Starting off, obviously going to be a best of 5. But if it comes to it, obviously we got Detroit Hardpoint off first.
Yeah.
Next map going to be Solar S&D. Next map going to be Comeback Uplink. That's definitely going to be good.
I can't wait for that.
I love Comeback. It's
same here.
It's
absolutely.
Great. But if it comes to it, Retreat Hardpoint for game number 4, and ending it off, Recovery S&D for game 5. New map. It's going to be great. I'm just excited.
Great set of maps, to say the least, but really taking a look at them, if it gets to Retreat, I think FaZe is just going to run away with that game, especially with Clayster on that map. The man looks like he's floating around like he has angel wings. He's so darn good at it. And then really just a series that, I mean, I want to say it could be close, but FaZe 3-0, 3-0, 3-0 so far in their matches. An overall, obviously, 3-0 score at the top of their pool right now, looking absolutely unbeatable.
Yep. What are they, like 9-0 right now? They haven't even dropped the map?
Haven't dropped the map.
The only testament for me is if Rise at least gets one map, victory. No, victory for me, at least in some sense. At least taking a map on FaZe.
It's scary to say, and Rise is actually the second highest seed in this pool.
True.
But when FaZe faced Enigma 6 last night, they looked absolutely unbeatable. Obviously, that game number 1 was probably the closest hardpoint match we've seen all weekend long, winning that one 201 to 200. But as of right now, we're waiting for one more player to join into the lobby. The venue is packed. I actually see some of the Pink Wall members sitting in the front row. Unfortunate loss for them today. They wound up losing 2-0. They went down 0-2 in their last matchup. I think they're playing the Casters, though, later on today on the main stage. Hopefully, I'll be able to hop in on that one. Absolutely loving the venue, though. Been an absolute blast here at the Hyatt Regency. There's a look at FaZe. They're all smiles in there. God, Naples is such a beautiful human being.
I think Maven's called him the Ginger Storm. I'm not sure what that reference is to.
Neither do I, but then again, you've heard weirder things from Maven's mouth.
That's true. Cannot deny that, for sure.
The game is now underway. You can see the hype in the FaZe booth. The Red Militia wants to keep going with the dominating performance so far, but they've got to take down Rise Nation, a formidable opponent, to say the least.
Yep. Who do you want to hop on board with first? I know Clayster's look really strong for FaZe, but...
Yo, I'm telling you right now.
All right.
Tommy P.
Tommy P, all right.
Zuma has been impressing me in the league so far on land just as much. That aggressive sub you will see from him, just charging into any situation and somehow coming out on top. The man's a wizard inside of school. Expect to see him go off this map.
I'm going to watch out for that. Zuma, like you said, very good player. He looks pretty high. The boys in FaZe look just so good so far. Looking to see how they can do here starting it off.
All right, we're on board with Zuma. 3, 2, 1. The match is now underway. Game number 1 between FaZe and Rise Nation. Zuma already getting aggressive towards Hospital.
Yeah, Zuma pushing in Hospital right now. You can see a couple of the Rise players going to be in the hill starting it off. Looks like Clay already grabbing some early hill time, but will eventually fall. So You know, I think this first hard point is really hard to control. You know, there's a lot of different entry points, but going to be interesting to see who can hold that one down. Gino going to get naded off of there as Zuma now trying to remain some time here for Faze.
Absolutely. Zuma able to pick up 1 kill. The first 3 kills of this game went towards Rise, but now the Faze gun skill beginning to wake up. They've been able to hold this one for 10 straight seconds, and still the spawn's fully in favor of Faze as Rise is spawning all the way in the back of the map.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of casting over Faze in the 5K last weekend, and they absolutely dominated. Something that I've noticed with Faze is that they completely flourish hills. You know, they go as a team. They don't just go in one by one. They're able to get those team pushes and ultimately do that you know, in a very effective way. So as we rotate to this next hill, going to be very key who can get these rotations in the game. You like Detroit, rotations are absolutely key to nail down, and I'm looking to see who can maybe do that as we advance.
Oh, absolutely. Tough spot there for TJ Halley as he got surrounded from both sides, but Wheats picks up another big kill. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. If Rise want to win this game, they need all 4 players to go off for all 10 minutes of this hardpoint game mode. One thing that Mr. X and I were talking about the other night when casting Pro League is if you want to take down teams like Faze, like Denial, like Optic Gaming, you need to have all 4 players on point for the entire series. And to be quite honest with you, that's what G4G did to take down Denial 3-0 just prior to this match.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty interesting games so far, and even G4G, you know, like we said, a newer team, not really known too much, can also take out some of these Giant Slayers as well. So we'll see what goes down with that, but Faze holding a lot of that time. They're going to be at 54-15 as looks like they're going to try, Rise going to try to grab some last minute second time.
Yeah, looks like one final push through the green alley is coming in. Beautiful cutoff though from Attach, who is sitting mid-trailer. He's actually going to chase down that player. I believe that was Clayster picking up the final kill on Chino. Scrap time going to go to Faze. So where you saw a great fight from Rise in that first hard point, now Faze almost has a full 1-minute lead. The push for the spawns though, coming out of the Red Militia.
Yeah, you can see early rotations are absolutely key. Rise not able to win that one. Zuma goes absolutely massive in this parking garage hill. And this is a testament. I think Rise is going to have to nail down these rotations pretty well, and they haven't done that so far. Looks like Faze doing that pretty aggressively. Zuma finds one inside, able to pick up that kill there on TCM. Can he find the second? Does so.
This is what Zuma is so good at right now in AW. I'm going to be honest with you. He looks so comfortable with this new Faze lineup. Everyone just playing their roles they need to. They're all level-headed players. And when you get the hype from Clayster going, like, do people... It's almost scary that you forget Clayster's on this team.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird to say? Like, we haven't even mentioned him, but one of the most dominant BAL players through all of AW so far for, like, what, 4 straight events. He had a 1.3 plus KD.
Yeah.
Absolutely sick at the game, and now being there with his, obviously, the other world champion in Attach, and then Zuma and Enable. Faze looked like one of the strongest teams in all of AW.
Well, and I think you look at Faze and you say, well, who's going to go up for this team? I mean, some people might say Clayster, but there's not one person you say that guy's going to go up every time. That guy is definite to do well. And it's even what I saw in the 5K. You know, every person has an opportunity to go up, Enable included, as well as Zuma and even Tatch at times. So to me, if you're going to beat this Faze team, all of you have to be going off because Faze, all of them normally do.
Oh, that's a great point, Landon. Very few teams have the capability of the slaying power to just have any player drop, honestly, close to 50 in a respawn game mode. Faze is one of those teams. Obviously, Optic comes to mind. Really, when I mentioned Denial, yes, Temp, yes, Fook can do it. Obviously, Slashercat, he was dominating at times in that last series, but replays, you never expect him to drop massive numbers like that, so it really just comes down to replays staying alive inside the hill for Denial for their key to victory. But back into this game, 50-second lead still here for Faze. Rise, though, doing a great job of holding off this yellow hill.
I'm going to ask you, you know, I know Rise recently made a roster change, Goonjar getting dropped for TCM. What do you think that actually helps him improve on, if anything?
Really, for me, TCM is a great up-and-coming player, obviously, in AW. It's been mentioned time and time again statistically for what we saw from them in Season 2, both very even. Actually, TCM had the lead, or the edge, in all objective categories. But really, what they need is just a consistent sub-player who will get those big kills that you see like Zuma. Like, when Zuma does that for Faze, they're almost unbeatable. Even right now, they have control of School, but Faze was challenging 2 players through mid-street, actually trying to push into green, even though all 4 players from Rise spawned up. By doing that, there's not even a chance to contest. If they're able to win those gunfights, Rise will spawn all the way across the map at bottom ramp, right outside garage, and it'll take them 10, 15 seconds to try to contest again.
Well, I noticed you mentioned those spawns. It's like, it seems like Faze, every time they grab the hill, they always hold it for a massive amount of time. Currently 127 to 81, and Rise just trying to grab as much time as they possibly can. Last 15 seconds on this next hill. We'll see who can hold it. Looks like Zuma just powers in and is going to grab some time. Clayster grabbing 2, and I just see blue all around in the kill cam, or in the kill feed. Faze just getting players down like it's nothing.
Oh, absolutely. Enable and Clayster really leading the game right now with 22 kills and 21 kills respectively. After the first rotation of hills, Faze has a full 1-minute lead. To be quite honest with you, though, Landon, I fully expected this to happen in game number 1.
Yeah, you know, Rise is not doing the best, but we'll see if they can maybe continue on, see if they can at least stay with Faze. It's always hard to maintain, you know, time with the Red Militia, but we'll see what happens, see if it phases them.
Ooh,
very
nice,
clever,
nice,
I know.
nice pun. Taking one into my book. Leave the below average jokes to me, please.
All right, I'll leave those
All right,
to you.
thank you, thank you. Clayster hopping inside the hard point. This is what I love about Clay. He's not afraid to just get that objective done, get the nitty-gritty work to make sure his team gets that W. Attach, staying alive inside the hill. Great twitch shot from him to win that gunfight. Finally taken out from behind. Taking a look, though, at this Rise lineup, TJ Halley, obviously one of the new pickups for this team in the last few weeks. How do you like his performance with this team so far? What do they really need from him in the role on this squad?
Oh, you know, I think TJ just needs to go off. I know he was playing for TK for a little bit of time. Actually, I believe he had the highest KD for the most part, and, you know, unfortunately things just didn't work out. But I think TJ just needs to grab kills. He's such a great player. We've even seen in previous performances an uplink. You know, such a great player. One of the best young players that we've seen in this game. You name off players like Octane. You're just such young, good players. You know, you can just even rattle them off. But I think TJ Halley is definitely in one of those top contentions for being one of the best young players we have in the game. Currently in the hill is TJ, along with his teammate Wheat's going to try to grab some time as the score is currently sitting at 158 to 116. Rise just trying to make the comeback.
Yeah, Benson is actually TJ Halley's biggest fan. When we were doing the Season 2 awards or like overall like check-in, he wanted to put TJ Halley, I think, at like 5th best in the game or like 7th because of how dominant he was in uplink. And while he did have a good argument, in the rest of the categories, he really kind of lagged behind. Unfortunately, interceptions isn't the only thing in AW. 4 players now beginning to push through Green Alley. A team kill coming from Zuma. A second team kill coming from Attach. But still, somehow Faze able to hold off the push. A 30-second lead, though, as Rise is trying to mount the comeback.
Yeah, Rise making some good moments here and there, but Attach can grab those last couple seconds of garbage time. This next hill going to be very, very interesting as Rise trying to make the comeback a little bit. You know, they're down by about 20 points, but definitely is manageable as Chino now going to be in the hill just trying to hold this one down. His teammates are just trying to make the Faze players spawn out, and they're doing that pretty effectively. Only down by 18 points now. They're just, you know, grabbing time here and there.
I got to give a shout out to Chino. He's been consistent all game long, sitting at +4 right now, tied for the lead in caps on his team. Early on in AW, a lot of people were talking about, could he potentially be one of the best hardpoint players we've seen so far, really, when the game first came out. He's made a name for himself now, continuing to do very well on Rise, playing this beautifully as his team is about to tie up the game. Where Faze had the massive lead, they now have 4 team kills in just the last 2 hills, and it's coming back to bite them.
Yeah, now Faze trying to hold down some time, but Clayster will fall. Looks like those last 8 seconds of garbage time will be going in favor of Rise.
They're going to take the lead.
They're taking the lead right here. 5 seconds left on this hill. About 2 minutes, a little bit less than 2 minutes left in this game.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to the final hard points, in my opinion.
Rise really doing what the pink wall couldn't do earlier, and that's actually put up some skill against their opponent. A tied game at the moment as Legion gives me a death stare from the crowd. Zuma in control of the hill. Let's see how long Faze can hold on.
Yeah, Zuma currently in the hill for Faze, looking to maybe cut off a couple players who are in through this back streak. Finds one, able to pick up one on TJ Halley, so they're doing a great job at holding time. I've seen this through the entire game. They've been able to hold hills very effectively, and that's what they're doing right now. Clayster holding them off for right now.
I'm telling you right now, the issue for Rise at the moment is they're all just trying to flood this Green Alley. They finally have one player flanking ambulance, but the timing is just so poor as the spawn comes from Faze. They're able to clean him up. It's just too little too late. A full 40 seconds of time has gone to Faze. Attach finally gets taken down. Wheats kills his teammate, 213 to 180. Rise still has a chance, but they need these last 5 seconds. Oh, and Wheats just went huge with the beatdown on Zuma.
Wheat's going off right now, currently sitting at 26 to 32. Not the best kills, but looks like Rise is going to have to grab every second remaining. You can see TJ Halley on that rotation. Can they hold this one? That is the question. Only 43 seconds left in the game. You can see Faze just trying to rush in here and close this one out.
TCM just had a massive 3-piece, holding down the hard point for Rise. Wheats staying alive, 213 to 198. Wheats picks up another 2-piece. The push, though, coming in from Faze. 1 player coming from Fire, 2 from Stairs, and Attach just came in and said, my name's Dylan, and I like 3 pieces.
My name is Dylan, exactly right. Zuma gonna get a nice punch there as well. This one is going to go to Faze, grabbing game 1, but very narrowly, I must say.
TCM just had a disgusting 3-piece to break that hard point, but unfortunately the pinch from Faze was just too strong. Great communication from both teams in the final moments, but in the end, the squad that was up almost all game long takes it home. Faze up 1-0.
Yeah, Faze gonna close that one out, 229 to 202. You can see the hype in the booth. Nabel getting pretty excited about that win.
I've actually never seen a Nabel frown. I've never seen a frown.
He's definitely not frowned this event.
I mean, there's no reason to frown when you go 41-31. You haven't dropped a map yet. Game number 1 going to Faze. It was a little bit closer than I expected, but got to give a shout out to Chino, 39-33, doing all he could in the slaying department for his team. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Game number 2, Solar Search and Destroy, coming up next.